Hey, so I'm at the Cinder Cone off-highway vehicle recreation area. I pulled in yesterday. I've just never actually hiked really anywhere. I hiked over to that area a couple years ago. I've never done any of these cones. And they've been heavily used. This is a OHV area, so they get used a lot. But that's all right. So I don't know. I'm gonna take a wander up and around. I'm gonna see if I can do that cone there, and that one, and that one, and then come back down. Should probably take about 3 hours, I'd imagine, doing the whole thing. Once I get onto a level-ish of sorts area, this stuff's really kind of tricky to walk on. I put my gaiters on and my hiking boots just to give me the extra protection from the fine gravel, pumice, particles getting into my boots and shoes and socks and whatnot. You can see down there, there's a group of rabble rousers that are gonna get going shortly. I'm camped in the, you can't really see me, but I'm like over there. Hidden under a bunch of trees. It's actually kind of a nice campsite. I'm back in Flagstaff for another night or two, getting the finishing touches on my car work done. So, anyway, blah blah blah. Well, I changed my forecast from arrival time. Be nice if I actually knew the route. So I got to drop back down and then go back up. I could have just walked around, but I thought these connected like a dummy, so there I go. Oh well, wouldn't be any fun until you screwed up at least once or twice, right? Oh well. 'Tis what it is, as they say. So this is kind of funny. I found all this change on this trail. It was up at top at first. See me, look. It's funny. It's just all lying under the ground, under the pumice or whatever the hell this is. I don't know, it's probably up to $3 now. I mean, obviously it fell out of someone's rig. But oh, here's another one back here. Went on a hike, instead found $10 in quarters. Now if I can only use this in the laundry machine, right? I wonder how far down it goes. Let's just try over here. Thank God for gators, huh? I think it's just up there. How funny. It's like finding $20 in a car seat, you know? Not a car seat, but you know, in your car seat. One of those old pair of pants, right? Oh well, pretty cool. Well, now this is a hoot. I've got $11 in quarters that I found on this trail. And a 30-foot run. How funny is that? I wonder if I dig even deeper, if there's even more. I'm curious. But hey, I can do laundry now on someone else. Thank you, someone else. It's funny. Double dam. Oh well. That's why they invent Google Earth. Check out where you want to go before you go. Instead of just going, I know, today I'm just going to go hike there. Whoops. That's alright. I'm on a victory lap I'm finding $14 in quarters under the pumice. Oh well. That's almost enough for a beer and burger with no tip. Yeah, but that'd be just darn mean, wouldn't it? I'm getting there. Now I know why Arizona lets you cheat. Use an ATV on this stuff. It's pretty though. Well, directly in front of me is Navajo land. There's a like a 30-mile scenic drive. It's a national monument. I cannot remember the name of it at all. But it starts out with Sunset Crater, and it goes through. And there's about, I don't know, 10 or 11 like ancient ruins. No, 1,000-year-old ruins. So that's pretty ancient, I guess. Kind of a nice drive. You can see it way off in the distance, the painted desert. And, it's interesting how it's just all of a sudden like evergreens, it's all of a sudden super desert. Interesting how that happens. Okay, so I'm off of the cinder cones. I couldn't do the big one because that ended up being Sunset Crater, and that's been closed to the public for a while now. Too much overuse, and the cone started to erode, I guess, in certain parts. I think Sunset Crater is the youngest cinder cone, for lack of a better word, extinct volcano, there we go, in the area. I think it had erupted, so I read, about 1,000 years ago, and that's been it for the area. It's just interesting to kind of wonder, how the volcanoes panned out here. I think some are as old as 10 million and the youngest being 1,000, So it's a lot of history in this area. So, well, all right, and that's all I got.